everybody, One-A-Wismere 2:25 AM. I'm back with Chopper, and if you're thinking, wait, level 10 guy, 500 health, lots of cash, didn't he just go down a path? That would be correct. He took down Roar like never before, and that thing turned out to be crazy awesome, particularly that. And so you can hold it roughly 6 seconds, 141 to, let me get back to my spreadsheet here. 141, 211, and then if you just regularly just tap Y, residual you've got 26, or I'm sorry, 39.58 or 42 to 63 for roughly 4 instances, just kind of at random it seems. Then if you hold it for the 6 seconds, you get essentially 3 times that, so 2 seconds for 6 seconds, 4 instances of damage becomes 12. It's pretty crazy. Now, is that what I needed to show you? No, but it's important that you are aware of that. You can take that link down below, oneofwisdom.com or the Skylander Club Forum, and you can see both of his upgrade paths as well as his base video. But in my little hand here, or large hand I should say, I have Legendary Chopper, or as he's known in the game now, Legendary Choppa. He's custom painted. If you haven't seen his custom painting video, check it out. And what I'm going to do here is throw him down so you can see this.
Dino-Might!
Oh yeah, had to call him that because Chopper doesn't fit. I at some point in time might make it like Blue Chopper, I don't know, but right now it's pretty cool. He is at the point of pointless cutscene nation.
Ready for another magical...
So here we go. Roar like never before. Again, take that link down below. You can check it out. You can even view my exclusive attack damage number spreadsheet. Pretty fantastic path. Now, initially, I thought, okay, I would probably prefer Blast from the Past. The rockets are cool. I want that to go with the custom painted legendary guy. You know, let regular Chopper take the Roar path. Now, I'll hold true to that as I nearly pull a hard drive out of the computer. But let me make sure the mic's still connected here. Should be, but I'm on a spreadsheet. We're golden. Okay. So, we're going to take this, improve Raptor Rocket and Chopper blade attacks. So exciting, right? But it's not, because it was a pointless cutscene.
Ready for another...
Alright, so let's get started here. We're going to go ahead and jump in the bigger the boom. Raptor rockets create bigger explosions doing extra damage. So bigger explosions and extra damage, that's from Raptor rockets. And those are our charged rockets, right? Wait, I'm actually thinking of the ROAR missiles. Okay, so let's just see what happens. 1054 with our 19-wing Sapphires.
Dino power!
Alright, so Raptor rockets box stock 60 to 90. Revved up rockets 78 to 117. That's basically our baseline here. Let's take a look at these real quick. Okay. Oh, nice. 101, sweet. Okay, so you can fire them off at about the same rate as before. Half of 101 would be essentially 151, basically. So let's just see if we can ever see that. Maybe? Possibly? There we go, 101 to 151. So, the bigger the boom, we're going to have 101 to 151. And let's see here. The bigger explosion, I assume anything in that general vicinity is just going to get destroyed. You can actually see it pretty well there. It's almost like a nuclear type effect to it. So just kind of, you know, the center of explosion and then kind of like your dust cloud in the wake. So it's pretty cool. Let's see here. If we are in...
Then press the tag button again to return to playing as
Can we get... I guess it is applicable to the homing missiles as well. So that's cool. In flight, it should look pretty sweet. If Persephone wasn't there. Oh yeah, that's nice. And again, that's about as quick as you can possibly spam those. Note that he does kind of tilt back, which is kind of a cool feature. Just like real life, if you will. And what we'll do now is fly up to Persephone, and it won't let us. There it will. Alright, I'm kind of getting tired here, but it's 2:30, that's understandable. I've already played Animal Crossing, maybe that has something to do with it. It's a pretty big jump there from 78 to 101, so that's what, 23, I'll take that. Now, this one gets props for the clever name, props to you. Chopper blades do maximum damage. Now, these things were already doing pretty significant damage. Base, they come in and you're doing 80 to 120. And then with better blades, you jump up 114 to 171. So I guess this will just take those even farther past that. So let's go ahead and do just that. Okay.
Dino power!
So they went from the playful red with the yellow stripes to like kind of more of like a titanium or stainless look, which it kind of matches his aesthetic, but the red wasn't bad either. So anyway, let's see what we've got here. If we just tap the B button, let's do it up close and personal first. Ooh, 161, and we fired it off twice. Usually when you're up close, you just get one like that. So 161 to 241, that would be correct. 160 is 80. 80 and 160 is 240. So 161 and 241 on the damage numbers. If we come back this way, 1 Mississippi 2, Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2. So basically the same thing. 2-second charge, 2-second run if you will. You can control it a little bit. But again, you don't have a whole lot of time. You just got basically the 2 seconds. But I'll swing away from Persephone, and as you can see, we made contact there. So 161 to 241, roughly 2 instances. Sometimes I think you can get 3 fired off, just like before.
Magical upgrade?
And now we're going to get the final upgrade here. This one's just chugging right along. It is called More Missile. And note, ironically, it shows the blades with the red and yellow, which I guess the only way that would be possible is if you bought props to you last, but most people tend to go in order. I don't know. But hold X to charge up Raptor Rockets to release bigger missiles, doing more damage.
Power blast!
Okay, I keep thinking of the roar missiles here, but this is more missiles. So this time when we hold attack 1, I guess they won't like get ginormous, or I guess they kind of do. But what will they do damage-wise?
Oh yeah!
They look roughly the same. I think they have a different smoke trail behind them, and hopefully they do more damage. Okay, well that was a sweet spot right between the dummies. Oh, they do way more damage, and both of them hit a dummy. I could never get that to happen. So that's from the explosion effect. The increased blast range. We're not hitting. We'll hit the blue dummy down there with the left rocket. The right rocket actually skates just to the side of the blue dummy, passes the green dummy, the snail or whatever that is, hits the wall, but the blast is so big we get damage based upon that. So there's our standard, and then there we've got the 262 and 393. Pretty dadgum cool. So that's a really nice little upgrade. That kind of matches actually the damage you get from King of the Jurassic Jungle. The 262 to 393 going up against 141 to 211 with the residual. So kind of comes down to your preferred playstyle. You might factor in aesthetics to that. If we jump up in the air and we hold X, oh yeah, we can fire them off. And the blast radius must be pretty good on these. Sometimes it looks like just one fires off, you know. But that is what it is. I think it's pretty cool. And so now, can we? I don't think we can hold it long enough. Can I fire that, hold it, and jump? Yes, you can. So this is kind of an advanced tactic. I guess sometimes it might come in handy. Kind of like an SSA type strategy, but if I jump and hold X, he gets back on the ground and then releases them, right? So if I invert that and we hold X to where he fires a singular rocket, charges up the more missile, and then we jump, we can actually fire them in the air. So here we go again, on the ground, in the air, more missiles also in the air. So pretty cool stuff there, but I'm pretty happy with that. The blast radius, I think, is the main thing there that we got. So I don't know if the bigger the boom kind of ties in with that, and that's kind of where that comes from, or if it's just part of the more missiles. But overall, he's upgraded very nicely down both paths. It'll just kind of come into personal preference now. Big question here, we've seen many times in Trap Team where one certain path drastically increases or changes the damage output of the Soul Gem with these new landers. So let's see if that happens here. Just for reference, if you take Roar Like Never Before, which kind of addresses your roar attack and hits one time on the missiles, you wind up doing 58 to 87, roughly 20 times with this Soul Gem here. And so now, once we stop our yawn roar, press A twice to enter flight mode, then press Y to release a rocket strike of epic proportions. So 2480 will be the price we want to pay. And let's see what we're going to wind up with damage-wise. Alright, so let's get in flight. And now it is time to unleash the fury. Oh yeah, there is the increase there. So 75 to 112, and that looked to be roughly the same 20 instances of damage. So it's interesting how they do that. It's kind of unique, but then obviously some people might feel shortchanged if you prefer the roar attack and you're like, I got gypped on the Soul Gem. But it is what it is, and I'm just here to document it and let you know. So 75 to 112. Let me go ahead and come to the front of this and put blaster path equals 75 to 112. And then at the front of it, we will put roar path. I'm doing that to save space because it's a spreadsheet, so I'm well aware of what they're called. And I also need to not say blazer from the past, but blaster from the past. So, Chopper. Very, very fun character, box stock. Very solid character with base upgrades. And a really, really solid character with either path installed. Now, let's take a look at it. Roar Like Never Before. That's going to be more for the people that want to just rush in there. You want to just come in and you want to, spam the rockets and roar, and do some of the blade action, and maybe you'll retreat, maybe you'll just go in there and either heck or high water, you're going to kill everything, or you'll just be killed and throw on the next Skylander. That's kind of the way I look at that path. Which, granted, it's pretty dadgum good, particularly with the roar. If you're dying, I will assume it's because you don't have, you're like level 1 like this. You have 250 on your health bar or something. So, that said, if you go with Blaster from the past, you're kind of going to want to, play more strategically. You're not going to want to just rush in there, and start throwing everything down. You're kind of going to be more of the mindset, position, tactics. Where do you want to be? Can you set up an attack and then evade it and charge something up, or fire off something else? And of course, with the blades, I would assume then, say that I've gotten myself up here, I've done some of the charged attacks like that, and enemies do approach me, and I don't want to say I'm not in flight mode and I can't fire off the Soul Gem or something cool like that, then I just come in and I use the blades, for like melee type stuff. So you could do the rockets, but I mean, in all honesty, that would probably be better for the groups that advance to you. So what you take with Chopper really comes down to your personal playstyle and or what you prefer. If you think, oh, this is so cool, I think of dinosaurs roaring, I like the roar attack, it's awesome, I want to max it out, take Roar Like Never Before. If you think, okay, these rockets are cool, the gyro suit, I've got to max that thing out, you'd probably want to go the other route with Blaster from the past. Is there a bad path? No. What you would run into is simply if you pick the path that doesn't suit your playstyle, Roar like never before. Again, I guess you could kind of use it defensively, but not as well as the Rocket Path Blaster from the past. So, that said, if you do factor in just max damage across the board, you would want to consider with the Soul Gem, there is a discrepancy 58-87 for the Roar Path, 75-112 for the Blaster Path. So keep that in mind. But very, very solid character. Tons of fun. Cannot wait to take a legendary Choppa here and get him leveled up in preparation for some things here in Trap Team. And of course, Skylander Supercharges, which drops in 10 days now. So very excited about that. Hope you are too. If you enjoyed this session of Skylanders Research, I encourage you to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. Which path do you prefer? How do you feel about these instances with the New Landers where the Soul Gem can be radically different damage based on which path you select? Some of you may not be aware of that. Some of you probably are. And how do you feel about that? Do you think it's something that you're okay with? Do you think it kind of tips the hand of what the game wants you to take? Do you think maybe they do that to keep people from taking the other path when it might be better? There's all sorts of crazy conspiracy theories you can probably come up with. But that said, for myself and Chopper, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out Roar Like Never Before and the base upgrades, take the links down below, oneofwisdom.com or the Skylander Club Forum, and of course right here in the playlist on YouTube. We do this for all the characters. We've got the exclusive attack damage number spreadsheet. You can use that to help you make your decisions on which path to take with your Skylanders. Maybe you want to reset it. Maybe you like Chopper's path so well, you're going to go pick up another one so you can take the other path. So, but once again, this is Legendary Chopper. He's custom painted. If you didn't know, I do custom painted Skylanders. You can check those out. I'll try to remember to put the link in there for you. But again, you can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Oneofwisdom.com, great source for Skylanders info. And of course, if you need even more of a Skylanders fix, check out the Skylander Club Forum. If you like what you see there, sign up. We would love to have you. But for myself and Legendary Chopper, we will catch you next time for more Skylanders Research.